Hey, playa, have you ever felt the overwhelming pressure from your family to succeed at school at all costs, regardless of your mental health or your own personal choice in what you want to do? If you felt pressured like that before about school, I'm going to help you. For those of you that are new here, my name is Josh, and every single Monday through Friday, I make videos sharing tips, ideas, and stories teaching you how to be your best self. So if you want to learn and grow, hit the subscribe button and make sure to click the notification bell so you can know whenever I post a new video. Now I'm going to sound like a parent for a second, but bear with me. School is incredibly important. Getting an education, learning new things, and carrying that forward in the world so you can succeed, get a job, follow your passion is important. But sometimes the pressure to succeed is too overwhelming. Between passing tests, doing homeworks, getting into college, studying, and maintaining a social life, you're just in over your head. And it could be difficult sometimes for parents to understand that we're trying our best. We're doing all that we can to get the best grades that we can, to do our homework on time, and to balance school life. But the major problem we encounter in school is that we determine our worth by our grade. If you fail a test, it's a sign that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're stupid, and that's just not true. For example, when I was in high school, I loved learning about biology. I thought it was such an interesting class. Yet whenever it came to taking tests, I would always fail. And every single time my teacher came over with my test, they'd give me this look like, try harder next time. And it just made me feel like crap. And I knew it wasn't because I hated the subject or was bored by it. I just couldn't really figure out how to perform on tests well. That was my big challenge. But yet for some reason, I felt like because I got low test grades in that class, I just sucked and I was stupid. And then to add salt to the wound, bringing that failed test home and having to hear your parents say things like, why didn't you study harder? You need to spend more time doing homework rather than hanging out. And you just need to ask for help next time you need it. All these different things can make you feel so low, can make you feel like you have no worth, like your worth is only determined by the grade on your paper. So why is there so much pressure put on your performance rather than what you learn and what you digest and how you carry it forward? Why do we care so much about grades and tests and quizzes and homeworks and not about how a person is really learning and digesting information? Now, if it was up to you and me, we'd probably throw away the test and say, grades don't matter. The truth is, measuring your performance is important. It lets you see where you stand, what you need to work on, and where you're already succeeding. The problem comes with expectations attached to those grades. Just because you sat in the same class as everyone else, heard the same material, wrote it down, and took the same test, you're expected to get the same high grades as everyone else. But that's not how people learn. We all have different modes of learning. Some people are visual learners and like to see diagrams and charts and workflows kind of built out. Some people are auditory learners and like to hear things, like to hear ideas laid out for them. And then some people like to speak about what they learn. They like to talk ideas through, talk with someone back and forth, and just really get to the point of things that way. If you really want to learn how to handle the pressure of having to always succeed in school, it's important for you to understand the best way for you to learn and to really find ways that you can enhance that mode of learning rather than doing whatever is the norm in your school. For example, let's say you're in Spanish class and your teacher likes to teach you things visually. She likes to write words out on the board and then have you see them to learn them. Maybe you're an auditory learner, and if that's the case, head over to YouTube, find some Spanish audio training and listen to the words because you might digest them a lot better that way. And as far as your parents putting pressure on you to always succeed, it's important to sit down with them and to let them know how you feel. A lot of times parents don't realize the pressure they're putting on their kids, and it can be easy for you to bottle it up, to keep it inside, and to not talk to them about it until you eventually lash out and yell at them, which is not the way you want to handle it. You want to be able to talk to them about your feelings, to let them know what you need from them and what they need from you. There has to be a working relationship there if no one wants to feel pressured. And I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're in this negative spiral where you're just consistently failing classes, failing tests, getting failing grades, and all these things. It's hard to pick yourself out of that. But you have to remember the long-term goal here. The whole purpose of school is to teach you, to put you in those social environments so you can learn how to interact with other people, how to interact with new information, how to digest it, and how to move forward. Because at the end of the day, each and every single one of us should pursue something that makes us happy, a life that we want to live. But the only way we're going to get there is by working through challenges, working through difficult situations, situations and with difficult people at times. Learning how to kind of navigate those wavy roads is going to make it easier for us to encounter the straight ones later on. But now I want to know, what do you think? Have you ever felt pressured to succeed at school? Was it from your parents, your school environment, or just from yourself? Leave your comments down below and we'll talk about it. The learning doesn't end there though. If you want to watch more videos on how to deal with pressure, tap on the playlist right there on your screen now to go check it out, and check out my book Embracing the Awkward right above it, where I talk about dealing with rejection, handling failure, and my way of moving forward. I think it'll be helpful for you. On that note, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. As always, love and peace.